guys, what's up? Good morning. Hope you guys are having an awesome Tuesday start. For me, I don't know yet. For me, so far it's okay. So anyway, as you can tell by this video, it is the K-Expo experience, the story. So now, before I get more into details with the story, something I need to let you guys know. One, I just came back yesterday from New York, so any posting of the fan meeting won't happen right away. Two, I just uploaded everything to the computer last night, so it gave me time to sort things out, to figure out which part I want to post up first. Three, they'll be in parts. I mean, I can't put them in a whole big video. I could, but would you guys like to savor each moment though? What was that? Was that three? Okay, so four. The songs that he sang during the fan meeting, or I should say concert, really. They will be shortened down to 30 seconds, or 30 to 45 seconds. For me, it's a safe zone. Only reason why is because I don't want to get copyright strike, because I had that happen once and it was not fun. Well, okay, it wasn't my fault, because I thought it'd be okay if I split it up. Like, the long clips, you split it up. Okay, maybe it was my fault, so my bad. But I had a copyright strike once. I got rid of it, so I'm clean, but I don't want another one again. Okay, so 30 to 45 seconds is my safe zone. So yeah, there won't be the entire song, unfortunately. I'm sorry. If you do want to hear like the full clip of it, let me know. I could post it in chunks on Instagram. 5, there won't be any pictures shown in here except for maybe the intro and outro, because all the pictures are posted up on my Instagram account. Well, at least most of it is, which is listed, which I'll put in the description below. My Instagram ID, whatever you call that, tag. Was that 5? I don't know. I lost track of numbers. I just came back last night, or yesterday, so I'm still trying to catch up to my normal routine. And I have to tell you this story. This must go first because this will explain a whole lot in the later videos that I'm about to post. Trust me. Okay? So with that being said, let's get on to the story. Whew. So, as you know, K-Expo 2018 was an interesting experience. I will tell it from the beginning and when I landed, which, by the way, I've never been to New York. New York is nice. So anyone who lives in New York, you live in a nice city. It's like San Francisco, but on a bigger scale. Actually been to New Jersey too, because the airport. You just take a tunnel through and voila, you're in New York. So anyway, flight to New York wasn't too bad. It was smooth. When we landed, it was like around 11:05 p.m. at nighttime. So we decided to take a taxi. So we bought a taxi ride at the airport because they were still open, which is nice. Gosh, taxi ride to the hotel is a painful one. Taxi driver, I would say he's okay. He was nice in some parts and then kind of rude in others. We told him that we never been to New York, so obviously you think the taxi driver would be the expert of New York, right? Right? Wrong. Okay. So every now and then, like every street we pass by, this is like more towards in New York. When we get into the hotel, he will ask us, is this the right street? Is this the right street? And then if we don't answer right away, like 0.5 seconds later, he will say, hello. I'm like, and I'm thinking to myself, excuse you, dude. We just told you we don't know the area well. Why are you asking us? He took us to a wrong hotel the first time. I don't know what hotel it was. But it was on the same street as our supposed hotel. It's just, you have to go the other way. So I had Google's Maps. After he landed on the wrong hotel, I'm like, okay, I'm just going to see where we are. Then, after asking the bouncer there, oh, if this is the right hotel or not, and where is it, he had my mom type in the address to the right hotel, which is, we would have stayed at the Chinatown Wyndham Garden. I might have that backwards. Wyndham Garden, Chinatown. I don't remember which way it goes. But anyway, it was in Chinatown, somewhere in New York. So he had that have her enter that in his Google Maps with him thinking, why didn't he do it before? I don't know. So anyway, I was secretly also helping tracking too, because you know what? It's like, oh man, just want to go and, relax in the hotel room. So anyway, so the cab driver was driving around. He apparently seemed to be getting lost. He wasn't quite following the Google's map. So he kept, again, asking us, is this the right street? Is this the right street? Hello? So then when it finally came to the last street where the hotel is on, he said, is this the right street? I looked down on my Google's Maps and I said, yeah. So he turned right. And apparently, you weren't supposed to turn right. Because then, the taxi driver got pulled over by the cops. That's right. We got pulled over by the police. Now I know how it feels like to get pulled over by the police. Except, I wasn't driving, so whatever. Fault's on the taxi driver for not paying attention. Although it is kind of nice to know that the police are there almost every corner watching. But anywho, it was a smooth, pullover. There wasn't any confrontation. But then we saw the hotel, down close by. So my mom and I ended up getting out, just crossing the street over there. It was like, yeah, you know what? We can just walk. We're fine. And luckily, the cab fare is already paid for, plus an extra, I think, $20 for the toll, passing through the toll tunnel from New Jersey to New York. So not like he was making any extra money off. So anywho, we went to the hotel, and this was getting, I think, midnight already, close to 1. So 12:35 by the time we got there. We were about ready to go, and we were checking in, but then the guy said there was no reservation for us. They were all sold out. And I'm thinking, what? Because my mom, we booked this a week before through Booking.com. Apparently, Booking.com screwed us up. So when we booked it through Booking.com, the order did not go through to the hotel that we were supposed to stay in, and our supposed room was now sold to someone else. I mean, okay. It's the first time it ever happened to us through Booking.com, because we did use it once when we went down to LA, and it was fine. We didn't, but now it's what? So yeah, that happened. So the rooms all sold out. There was no way in high and mighty that we were gonna stay there. So we had to look for another hotel. So us not knowing the area that well, my mom asked if he knew any other hotel. So the guy was really nice. No, there was no charge for her, thank God, because if there was, I would be using some unpleasant words right now. Well, not at you guys, not be off camera. But so the guy was nice enough to help us. He recommended this other app to help find another hotel, and he also recommended, what was it, the Guild Thomas Hotel, which is actually 10 to 15 minutes away from where the Wyndham Garden is. So that was really cool, and that we even got a free room upgrade. Oh my gosh. So yes, we went there. It's a really nice hotel. There was room, so we did stay in there. Yes. Otherwise, it would have been such a chaotic mess. We'll still be searching. But this time we took an Uber. Uber is your best friend. If you're traveling around in a city and you're not driving, we took Uber for like going to the hotel, anywhere where we had to go. So anyway, we went to the hotel, we checked in. Oh my gosh, by the time all this ordeal ended, it was I want to say probably like almost 1:35 in the morning of Sunday. That day we had to leave to go to the K-Expo, so we didn't eat much. We didn't eat dinner at all, pretty much. Because we would have eaten earlier if we didn't have to go through the whole taxi driver getting lost, get pulled over by the cop, and then reservations not there, you know. So anyway, we were planning to wake up at 6:30 because, you know, it'll give us time to get ready and then check into the airport because we leave on Monday. But we were so tired, and you know what? I was glad I slept in a little longer. We woke up at 8:35, 8:35. So we were like just mad dashing, getting ready as fast as we can. You know, we didn't really eat breakfast because, you know, we thought, there's no time. Registration starts at 9 because, all right. Well, if I could find it somewhere, here it is, and P1, which, you know, P1, okay? So keep in mind that, I forgot to tell you guys, the day before the venue actually started, the K-Expo was actually moved to a different venue. So it wasn't at Pier 39 like it was because due to safety issues, like it wasn't compliant with safety issue. Something with safety. The expo itself, or was it the venue? I don't know. I think it was the expo wasn't in compliance with the safety. I don't know. It said so on the website, so I just noticed it right before we went to bed. But it got moved to the Melrose Ballroom last minute, so I don't even know what it would have been like in the pier. So that means everything got pushed over to that venue last minute. And I should hold myself up before I get ahead of myself. So let's continue on. So yeah, I forgot to mention it was moved last minute, which was actually nicer because it was 19 minutes away instead of 20 something minutes by Uber. So it was closer. Yay for that. I don't know. So after that, we went downstairs. We Ubered it all the way to Melrose Ballroom. There was a huge line, like Star Wars huge. You know, like when Star Wars came out and the line was circling around the building. Yeah, it was doing that, but it went like, you know, I don't know, around the building and off to the side into the residential area. Yeah, so it was pretty long. Apparently there were a lot of people mixed, you know, like I'm not talking about like their race, okay? I'm talking mixed, like P1, P2. There was like majority of them were P1s, a couple of them were P4s. A lot of the P2s and P3s didn't start coming until later, but so it was around 9 something, because apparently no one got in at the early registration. Because P1s and red carpets are supposed to get in early at 9, and then everyone else comes in at 11. Oh, no. P1 and red carpets were supposed to get their wristbands by 9, and then they entered the building by 10:30. But since the whole last minute change, it kind of screwed everything up, so the whole schedule got pushed back. By how much? I have no clue. I can't even remember when things started. So anyway, we were standing in line for like got there at 9. I'd say a couple hours until the actual thing opened. It wasn't until like 11 something that they started putting us in. They actually took all the P2s, 3s, and 4s and made them into their own line, which is nice. So they let us P1 go through. We got our high touch pass. I got my high touch pass to L, and a wristband, which is this, that says on here Group A. So, we got in. Yeah, venue is kind of small because you can be like, the stage is really small. There's a little bar off to the side. There's apparently another section where you can go upstairs. At first, I didn't realize it was a 3-story building. Like, second story, and then there was a third. Sorry, 3 floors. I didn't realize it had 3 floors. I didn't see the staircase until a little bit later. So, but that's where everyone was standing for the red carpet moment. It's kind of, it was kind of big, like a big crowd. Granted, that's not everybody, including P2, 3, and 4. So red carpet was nice. Got to see L. It was really cool. And I thought, okay, it's gonna be good, because it's like, all right, they got something to drink, and I guess they serve food here too, I suppose. But that's when everything kind of started going downwards. So here's the thing. So once everybody came in, there apparently was no re-entry, because one of the K-Expo, what do you call that? Not like workers, but people. Oh, I don't know. Another fan, I should say. I'll just I can't think right now. I'm sorry. Like I said, I came back yesterday, and right now my brain's still on jet lag mode. So another one of the fans came up and asked us if we knew where they sold food, and we were like, don't know. That's a good question. And then they also mentioned that there was no re-entry. So I was like, what? Yeah, and this was like early on in the day, like 11:35 or something. I don't know, but it was early on pretty much. So there was no re-entry. So we decided to, take a look-sees around. And going to the staircase was a big crowding. It was like so crowded. It was like a line. You have to let all the people through, and then people going upstairs. So apparently the fan engagement was on the 3rd floor. We didn't have to go there yet because they would announce it. But, the 2nd floor had merchandise and stuff. It was mostly cosmetics. They sold a lot of, there was some, jewelry. One of them was official merch for The Rose. It's a K-pop band that I never heard of. And then a couple tables in there had fan clubs, I guess. No. Yeah, I guess they're called fan clubs. One was for Astral, another one was for L, and then, cosmetics, jewelry. But I didn't see anything related to Drama Fever, and this was way before I knew that Drama Fever dropped their sponsor. Yeah, so no Drama Fever. Surprise. So anyway, it was crowded, to say the least, but then give it over time, it got better. Going up down the stairs is easier. The merch area got less and less crowded. But apparently there was no food at all. No food. Yeah, that's right, Zippo. And since we couldn't exit out to go eat and then come back because they had no re-entry, we were stuck in there for the entire day. Oh, but it gets even worse. Okay, so they did eventually let us out, have re-entry, but that wasn't until 3 hours before the concert started, because it was really late. they mentioned about the re-entry. They said, "Oh yeah, we'll talk over about the re-entry." I'm like, okay. And then I read someone's comment on Instagram saying, "Oh, whoever ran K-Expo said they realized halfway through the day they didn't serve any food." I'm like, oh my gosh, like really, really? Because there was supposed to be food vendors there, but I guess they dropped out too. Something happened because of the space, which I get, okay? But it's like, seriously, just let us out and eat. So I'm pretty sure 100% of the fans there did not eat. Or maybe slightly less, but not anything below like 90%. But luckily my saving grace was water bottle. You could buy water, and I think you can buy juice, but I'm not sure. I just wanted water. Fan engagement with Elle, oh my gosh, it was so awesome. It was super short. It was like, you go in groups, you give him a high five, take a group photo, that's it. And then you get a poster signed by him. Not everybody. It's only the ones who are P1 get the signed poster, so I got one. Ta-da! This is the poster. There's the signature. Of course, it was funny. After we came down back from the high touch, this one girl came up to us and said, "Oh, were you just there at Elle? Like doing the fan engagement?" It's like, yeah. She said, "Oh, she was." I don't know if she was with a different engagement or she was talking to other people from different engagement, but she was noticing how the signatures weren't actually their real legit signatures. They were just printed on there. And I was like, oh. And she was kind of mad, thinking, well, we pay good money for the tickets here. We should get legit, signature. So she was checking our posters, and, I was like really excited, coming down from that excitement after just meeting Elle, which by the way, he is so cute up close. He said hi, thank you, and I heard us laugh. Oh, sorry. I'm still reeling over the fact that I got to high five Elle. Okay. Alright, so anyway, back to the story. So she was checking our posters and stuff, and she said, yeah. First I said, oh, I think they're like, actual penmanship, because, at the time I was running on steam, literally, with no food. But she checked again. It's like, nope, they're printed. So I don't know exactly how fan meets go as far as signature, but it would have been nice to actually be legitimately signed by him. Because I know this is like I don't even know what to call this. Mini convention, I guess. I never been to K-Expo, so this experience kind of tarnished it. I feel bad for K-Expo itself, because I think it would have been amazing, but anyway. So anyone who's been to a fan meet before, I don't really know how like autographs work, if they actually just make mass copies and just pass it out to people, or if they have the artist themselves sign it. Because Al kind of combined his fan meet with a concert. So this is why I said concert when it came to Elle's turn, because it was everybody, including the non-infinite fans. I mean, I'm not, it was just a whole big mess. Oh, concert time? Jeez. Okay, so P1 is supposed to be up front, according to the website. P1 is supposed to be up front, and then P2 is supposed to be behind P1, and then P3, 4 is supposed to be up. P4, 3 and 4 were up, we're in the right spot, but P1 and 2 were intermingled with each other, so some of P2 actually got to be up front, and which is why I was stressing the fact I have to tell this story before I post any videos, because oh my gosh, the videos that you will see later, I was somewhere in the back, so it felt like a concert to me, not really a fan meet. I wanted to be up there. Well, yeah, because I'm P1. They didn't honor the wristbands. So whatever group you got for P1, they didn't put you in whatever, section. Group A, Group B. I was like, well, what does that mean now? It means nothing. Some P2s got in front of her and in front of me, probably. But there was one point in the concert where Elle was like touching the hands and giving selfies off the fans' cameras. I'm like, that could have been me. But whatever. You know what? The main thing that I wanted to see was Elle, no matter what. So I was happy throughout the whole entire day that I got to see Elle. I got to high five Elle. And I wanted to know if I can I wish I could show you guys the group photo, but I don't know exactly where the group photo is. I hope we get one, because dang it, we didn't pay good money to take a photo and then have it non-existent. So I know the expo just happened on Sunday, so give it time. My mom did email asking them if we could have a copy, which would be nice. Then if I do, I'm posting it on Instagram. But anywho, so thankfully MyungSoo was first in the portion. Yeah, and then I heard, this is when I heard Drama Fever dropped their sponsor and the Rose walked out, meaning they weren't going to perform that night. I don't know if that's true, because I didn't stay for the entire concert. I just wanted to see Elle and just get the heck out of there. So if anyone who stayed for K-Expo the entire duration, let me know, and hope you weren't one of the people who passed out after Elle's performance, because apparently there were a lot of people who passed out because of not eating food. Oh, and they also recanted that re-entry thing, so because when I got out of the venue after Elle, I saw the guards or bouncers outside the venue saying, no re-entry. I'm like, what? So it only lasted probably 2 hours of re-entry maybe? I don't know. Because then by the time the concert, you couldn't come back. You couldn't leave and then come back. It's so sad. But don't worry, we ate. We ate at the hotel. And then, bam. We came home yesterday. So yeah, that's the whole story. I know this is a long video, but this is the main story you guys have to hear before I post up. I mean, I'll probably say it again in the description, but this is probably not the full, descriptive story. Just, So anyway, that's my story for K-Expo. It's a mixed feeling, but you know what? All in all, I was glad I saw Elle. Oh my gosh. Will I come back to a K-Expo again? Probably not. I mean, I wasn't there for the other artists. I was just there for Elle. I probably would highly suggest Elle not combining. I know it's not Elle's fault. I know it's not, it's probably his manager, who knows, on what to combine it with. But even Elle himself, during the concert / fan meet, he was getting kind of upset. Well, you could tell, with the audio issues, because there was audio issues he wasn't very happy with. But, he chugged along, and so did we. Of course, I didn't care, It's Elle. I was staring at him the whole entire time. But, yeah, apparently I saw on stage he wasn't happy with whatever. It was a mic issue, there was a audio issue one time. Well, I'll show you guys. You'll see it in the videos that are coming up. But anywho, hope you guys enjoyed that story. Share your thoughts if you've ever been to K-Expo, and or fan meets too. Let me know on the fan meets, because I'm not sure how this autograph thing works in actual fan meets, since this wasn't separate like his past fan meets. So I don't know if because I know everything got pushed back, so fan meets were supposed to be an hour to an hour and a half long, according to someone in Instagram. I don't know. I never legitly been to a fan meet just separate for that artist. So anyway, before I drag this on any longer, hope you guys have an awesome Tuesday, and I'll be trying to make those videos. Alright, bye!